also has Lana's kryptonite necklace, unknowingly
Smallville. I'm not gonna lie, I used to love Smallville. That was like up here show for me, even though I didn't really understand what was going on most of the time because I was so young. But later on in the years, I went back and I rewatched it. Amazing show, top tier show. So many young actors that have thrived, and it's just good to see like where they started from, for real, for real. But let's get into it. Let's watch some Smallville.
too scared. Peep game. The episode starts with Lex and his dad flying over Smallville, Kansas. Hobbs tells him to stop bitching and open his eyes, but he's simply too scared. And as soon as they land, he wanders off into a cornfield where he finds some crackhead crucified with an S painted on his chest. He begs for help, but God must hate this nigga personally, because someone summons a
planetary destruction, vaporizing the cornfield in an instant.
That was a year's worth of crops turned into dust. Lex tries to get out of Dodge, but unfortunately sustains a fatal injury, complete and utter baldness. It happens that the meteorite that just dropped on them was Kal-El's containment pod, as he meets Mr. and Mrs. Kent for the first time, taking it back all the way to Lex's OG origin story.
I would hate you too. I would hate you too. I would try to slap you every day. What a tragedy. What a tragedy. I'm so sorry.
Where Superman caused him to lose his hair. Personally, I think that's a valid crash out. The Kents choose to adopt this random alien baby because Brightburn hasn't come out in this universe yet. And we cut to
10 years
later in the present, where Clark Kent has grown up to be a social outcast. Gang is 6'2", looks like he's been sculpted out of marble. Am I supposed to believe the hoes are just blind? He gets weak knees around his crush because she has a kryptonite necklace, and he can't join any sports team because he already has superpowers. But how in any way is he a social outcast? Lex is bald at 17 and somehow still more popular than Clark. But to be fair, Lex is fly as hell. I've never seen a bald nigga with this much
and rich. I ain't gonna lie, bro had that money and he had aura. I ain't gonna lie, he put that shit on.
Flag in the world doesn't save you from texting and driving. As he's driving back from school top speed, a truck drops a bundle of barbed wire from the back, creating a speed bump of doom. This is 2001. I don't even know how he got text messages on that brick. And with a whole
they ain't had no text messages on phone in 2001.
Bridge to work with, his car slams directly into Clark, with them both ending up at the bottom of the river. Clark saves his life and gives a bit of mouth to mouth. And this nigga wakes up talking about, oh my god, bro, you couldn't get the car? Bro would get tossed back into
Yeah. I'm trading you for the car then. All right, bet.
the water so quick. And Pa Kent feels the same exact way.
Drive slower.
But he hates the Luthor bloodline so much, he won't even let Clark accept a brand new vehicle for saving Lex's life, causing Clark to crash out and put his arm in a wood chipper, claiming that all he wants is to be a normal kid. Incredibly unrealistic for a junior high school student who gains power. The next scene finds our lovable Superman spying on his crush with a telescope, fully invested in watching this bitch make out with her boyfriend. And later that night, at the height of his depression, Pa Kent reviews.
That's what people used to do with no social media. For real. That's literally what people used to do with no social media. Just stalk shit. And
feels the whole alien situation. He even takes him to the space shuttle, where Clark then acts like he just heard something completely unbelievable, as if he didn't outrun a school bus in the first scene he appears in. Brother got hit with a speeding Porsche and he didn't at least develop a theory. Maybe Clark is special in other ways too. Now, he runs as fast as he can to the local graveyard. I was gonna question why this is where he goes to clear his mind, when I realized this nigga's only here for the fit pics. Bro, stop pretending like you don't see the camera. Now, Shuddy has a boyfriend, has never
put that shit out.
To have a conversation with Clark Kent. As soon as she finds bro all emotional and emo in the graveyard, she wants to spill her entire life story. She tells Clark about how her parents got sent to the big chilies in the sky by that meteor shower 10 years ago.
Came out here to talk with my parents. You must think I'm pretty weird, you know, conversing with them.
Damn, I killed your parents, shawty. Sorry. That kind of sucks. Wow, I wouldn't want to stay in the same town I blew up. I just wouldn't want to stay there. I mean, I was a baby, so I probably didn't know, but my parents knew. The people that doubted me, they knew I just blew everything up. They saw the hundreds of people dead from what I did, from me coming to Earth. I'm like, you probably do good by Florida. I'll just bring them somewhere else.
Dead people.
No, I don't think you're weird, hon.
Fella, she's a 10, but she talks to headstones. Immediately after that scene, she walks him back, says that's the longest conversation we've ever had, and then gives him a kiss as her boyfriend is secretly witnessing game on the port. The next day, Clark goes to Luthor Mansion to return the keys to the car, where Lex almost headshots bro and pretends he didn't do shit.
Clark?
I didn't see you.
You ain't see me?
Huh?
It then gives an entire speech about how they're closer than brothers.
Clark. And I don't want anything to stand in the way of our friendship.
Oh nah, I figured him out. One good kiss followed by a smolder got him obsessed for the rest of his life. At the same time, his friends are watching someone get dragged out in a body bag at their local deli. Apparently, this is the third time this has happened this week, so it looks like we have a serial killer on our hands. I wonder how long it will take for the gang to unravel this mystery.
Who's the weirdo?
I don't know.
Probably was the guy.
Let's check him out.
Let's check him out. No, let's not do that, mama.
Cause you about to see God today. With this treasure I
A
summoned!
picture of him 12 years ago. This is one I took 4 hours ago.
Yeah, all it took was a little bit of stereotyping. They accessed his incident reports and medical files in a matter of seconds after they saw his face, giving the quirky childhood best friend a chance to show she's not like those other girls. Insert Candace Owen dinosaur clip.
You don't believe dinosaurs are real.
But this is funny. This is one of the ones where I'm like, gut. I was like, dinosaurs? That seems pretty fake and gay. She's just saying,
Huh?
Anna's from Tennessee. She's like, I've never believed in dinosaurs. Like, literally, this is, everyone thinks there's like some conspiracy behind it.
In this massive wall of conspiracy, Clark sees an article realizing his spaceship was in the meteor shower that killed his crush's parents. In the middle
You did? He might be a little.
trying to dramatically storm off. Whitney catches him with a firm grasp on his shoulder. As we all know, a bully combo starter. As is typical, he follows with a taunt, then proceeds with a slight shove to gain distance, giving him just enough space to perform a stance change, raising his attack power.
If I'm Superman, would that push have even really affected me? Or is it like something I gotta turn off and turn on?
On top of all those advantages, he also has Lana's kryptonite necklace, unknowingly
Better get your ass beat, Clark. You better back up. You better
preventing Clark from turning him into an outlaw, leading to a decisive victory from Whitney. Then he does some of the weirdest shit imaginable by giving him his girlfriend's necklace.
Like a necklace? Huh? As close as you're ever gonna get to her.
I guess this was the best way for them to depower Clark so he can actually get kidnapped. He wakes up to find himself crucified, just like that crackhead in the beginning. Oh, look, he's right there.
Where you going?
Homecoming dance. I never made it to mine.
Says he's going to the homecoming dance. That's pretty wholesome. You know, he didn't get to see his.
Get me down, please.
Safer here.
Oh!
Safer here.
Apparently, this weird hazing tradition has been going on for over 10 years.
And what motivated you to want to do that?
You know, just to do it.
probably Superman popping up into a field and destroying and killing everyone. There's an S on his chest. He's in the middle of a cornfield. 2 and 2 together.
I mean, look, it's just a wild story.
And despite there being at least one confirmed casualty, no one has shut this bitch down. This is like kidnapping, false imprisonment, arguably sexual assault. These niggas should be in actual prison. So I'd hate to say it, but this might go down as the second most valid crash out in all of fiction. On his way to go air out the school prom, Lex catches a glimpse of him before he disappears, leading him back to Clark. If Lex had a nickel for every crucifixion he's witnessed, he'd have 10 cents. Lex unties Clark and he rushes to prevent a massacre. Tries to talk it out at first, but bro is basically just giving a verbal manifesto. So it all came down to a scrap. And to no one's surprise, he loses. In fact, when he rams Clark through a wall, he accidentally hits a pipe.
Where you get electric powers from? If you had electric powers, why you didn't get yourself down earlier?
While also jamming his own door. So he was submerged in water and electrocuted himself, leaving him completely alive but with no memory.
Episode 2
continues in the same night. Lana comes home from prom to find a gift box laying on her bed, happily amused by the living butterflies inside.
I'm not gonna lie. That was kind of dope, bro. I miss Smallville. I need to watch Smallville again. I need to get back into TV shows, bro. I started watching Malcolm in the Middle again. Best thing I've done in a while. But if you guys, I'm gonna do the second part of that video next, for real. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. This is the treehouse where we're trying to grow one branch at a time.
Bye, have a great time.